Hey, what's up, y'all? You're watching Vec, and this week's Forzathon challenge, it's a bit of an interesting one. We have the Mercedes-Benz number 24 Tankpool24 Racing Truck. We have yet to do a challenge with a semi, and it's gonna be really interesting to do this. I've done some races with a semi, but it's mostly because I have to, not because I really wanted to. And I imagine a lot of you probably feel the same. I don't really know anybody that willingly goes for the semis to race, especially since you have so many other options. But if y'all love the semis and racing them, let me know, because I'm really interested in just how many people actually use these things. And as always, before we get to the challenge, hit that sub button as it helps the channel grow. Like the video if you like the content that you see, and leave any questions or comments down below. Let's see how much this thing actually is gonna cost us. Okay, here we are with the Tankpool24 Racing Truck, and it's gonna run 500,000 credits. That is a little expensive, especially if it's going to be a car you're never going to touch again. But if you're like me and you just have to do every single challenge, then it's not too much to ask for. 500,000 credits. It's not hard to come by, but it is quite a bit. Luckily in the game, the credits aren't too much of an issue, but I do already seem to own this truck, so I'm going to jump into it from my garage and get to these challenges. Alright, so here we are. And this thing is, well, long if anything, heavy duty done right there. Let's give it a good little drive here around this. Woohoo! That understeer. Even at such a slow speed, this thing understeers like crazy. Maybe with a little bit of tuning, we could actually fix that. But it seems also the RPM doesn't even hit 3,000, so probably a lot of torque in this thing. Okay, let's check on the next challenge. So next up, we have use the 1,000 base horsepower under the right foot to win three street race events with the 24 MB truck. So now we have to use this truck for street racing, not just regular racing during the day, but we're gonna do some night races. How many of you actually race a semi? But it looks like the truck is sitting at a performance index of 682. I wonder if I could just take that up to 700 and do the races from there. I think with a little bit of tweaking, it shouldn't be too bad. The understeer could be a little bit of a problem, but I think we could actually work around that. So let's upgrade it just a little bit and see if we can do anything with this truck. Okay, so here we are at the engine swaps, and it's no joke. This thing has 1,080 horsepower, and look at that, 3,685 foot-pounds of torque. I knew this thing had a lot of torque. It just kind of has to. But another thing is that we can swap to a 2,400 base horsepower, 12.8 liter inline six, and keep in mind this thing comes with a turbo, so inline six turbo diesel. That is incredible. So as far as tires, we can only change the front tire, and even that we can only change the width. We don't have many other options. We can change rims if you like. As far as platform and handling, we do have some options. I'm gonna put these race brakes right here. Now as far as power, we're also kind of limited. We have the single turbo right here, and then the restrictor plate. I'm gonna remove the restrictions as it does take us to that perfect B700, and that's what I'm looking for. So street scene races are anything but simple. You can get a track that looks really simple to run, but because there's traffic, it can get kind of hairy sometimes. The driving AI can also work against you a lot of the time, but I'm gonna jump to the Derwent Valley Dash, and hopefully this one gives me a good sense on how the semi is gonna handle it, and hopefully win a couple races here. Okay, it looks like we do have some serious cars. An Evo right next to me. I think there's a Miura or something similar right there, the red car. I can't really tell what that is. And then we got some Subarus. Man, this is gonna be a weird race. It's kind of all over the place. Now, I don't think we have the acceleration to really beat these cars, but we're gonna find out. I'm hoping it's gonna be one of those slow and steady wins the race situations, but I kind of don't think it is. Okay, we got an area that's kind of not too curvy. There are some curves, but let's see if I can actually catch up to the pack. Again, I don't think so. I've been just trailing behind this whole time. Yeah, I just don't think this thing can compete against actual cars. I was hoping it would put me with other semis, but instead it just dropped me off with a bunch of rally cars and a bunch of sports cars. I'm really surprised that the game actually put me with all these cars, and the only reason I am not dead last is because I am just super defensive driving up ahead of the cars that are behind me. Right there, yeah, look at that. Yeah, you're not gonna pass me, man. I am not gonna get last place in this thing. All right, so we changed the performance of this semi from 700 to 800, and truth be told, I've already done maybe 4 different races, and this thing is just so hard to maneuver. So if you can't find a custom race to do this part really easily, you could just do yourself a favor and reduce that difficulty bonus all the way down to new racer, which would put you up ahead of the starting grid. But with that, I'm gonna get this race done. Push that guy into the tree. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just cannot steer. Although the car ahead of us is getting way too ahead of us. Oh, we have a straightaway coming on. Hopefully that means I can catch up. Oh, brake. Rewind. All right, a little bit more. Oh, I'm being pushed by this guy. Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, cooked soup. I'm gonna get you in cooked soup. And there we go. Now all I have to do is some careful driving. I can't really go all that fast. I really can't go all that fast. Oh, yeah. I'm doing my best to be able to turn well enough, but I just keep going straight. I honestly just keep going straight. So I wouldn't doubt if you guys have a lot of issues with this challenge. If it's easy for you, good on you. Good on you. You're a better driver than I am. But right now, just maneuvering this vehicle is just so difficult. Ultimate clean racing right there. I'm surprised I even got that. Oh, hard turn. Don't go into the fences. I do have first place, or what was first place, 10 in second place right now, right on my tail. I am first place. I'm struggling so much. I think I'm like at the end, but somehow I'm leading the pack, and I'm pretty sure they're just super annoyed. It's like, we can't even street race behind this guy. Oh, no. No, I saw you trying to go on the inside. No, sirree. Oh, block. Ooh, all right. This is where all the torque is gonna come in right here. Try to get up this hill. Okay, finally did it. Seriously, who puts us up against a Maserati with a semi? Even a Bentley right there. All right, so now I'm here at Edinburgh Newtown Street Scene Race. I'm gonna get the next 2 wins done really quickly, and I'll meet you at the next challenge. This thing is, honestly, it's difficult only because of the car that you gotta race. The challenge itself is win just 3 races, which is not hard at all, but this car itself, the driving is the challenge. So I'm gonna handle these next 2 wins real quick, and I will meet you at the next challenge. Honestly, good luck with this part of this week's challenge. All right, that was pulling power. I don't really know about that. It is a lot of torque. It's such a difficult vehicle to drive. This thing is such a brick. Let's check out the next challenges. Hopefully we don't have to do any more racing after this. Alrighty, now we got Beggar Belief. Is that really? Is that supposed to be Better Belief? Or okay, engineer to move. Beggar Belief by achieving 3 stars at any speed trap with the 24 MB truck. That's not too difficult. Just find yourself a speed trap that has low mileage and you will be able to do it. So the easiest speed trap that I can think of is here at Asmore with only 140 miles per hour to get the 3 stars. Everything else seems to be going around 175 or above. Honestly, I don't think the semi could do any of those. Maybe with some good tweaking and some good head starts, maybe you can do it. I'm pretty sure some clever drivers can definitely do it, but for the sake of simplicity, I'm just gonna do the Asmore speed trap. Now let's see if I'm actually gonna hit 140 miles per hour before we get the speed trap. This is gonna be a nail biter here. All right, we're at 120 already. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me, come on. Oh, yes, yep. Oh, 150, 150. And there it is, 158. Ooh, I really wasn't sure we could do that. So, engineer to move, yeah. I guess it is engineer to move, right? So, let's go on to the final challenge. Luckily, this third one was easier than the second one. Let's see what the fourth one is. Okay, so chapter 4 is called Snowman. Throw your weight around and escape justice by earning 10 trading paint skills in the 24 MB truck. So if you don't know what trading paint is, you drive next to cars and sideswipe them just a little bit to trade some paint. Not too hard, just hit this freeway and start rubbing up against other vehicles. So let's get on it and finish this challenge once and for all. Oh, we got some cars up ahead right here. Let's see. That's trading paint. Right, we got another one right there. That's 2 already. Okay, we have another one right here. Oh, how do you like that color? We got a couple white cars right here. What? Oh, come on. 2. 3 right there over the road. That is done. Oh, I am so glad this is done. And that is it. That was this week's Forzathon challenge. This thing, honestly, it's super easy. It's super easy to do. These last 2 challenges were very, very quick to do. It's just that the second challenge, having to win those 3 street scene races and then being put up against other cars like rally cars, supercars, it makes this just so much more difficult than it really needs to be. That's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more content like this and to be notified when the next video is out. Hopefully we don't have to do another semi challenge because that would just be awful. Like the video if you liked what you see. I would understand this time around if you didn't like the video, because I personally did not like the challenge all that too much. Leave any comments down below, and again, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves and of each other, and as always, have a good one.